You wake up in a forest with the rustle of leaves above your head and a strange heaviness in your body. When you look at your hands, they are slender, pale, and elegant, nothing like what you remembered. A faint glow from a small floating screen appears before your eyes, shimmering with words that make no sense at first. But slowly, you begin to understand. You are in a new body, and not just any body. You are an elf. A sharp sense of hearing, heightened vision, and unnatural grace run through you. The realization sinks in with a mix of disbelief and awe. You have been reincarnated into a fantasy world. The floating screen lists your attributes: Strength 6, Agility 12, Intelligence 10, Vitality 8, and a single skill, Basic Bow Mastery, reborn 1. You glance around and spot a short bow lying beside you with a quiver of a dozen arrows. It's as though this world expects you to take up the role immediately. You grab the bow, feeling its weight perfectly balanced in your hands. The first challenge comes quickly. You hear snarling and see small green figures emerging from the trees, goblins. Two of them, carrying crude clubs, notice you and rush forward. Your heart pounds, but instinct takes over. You knock an arrow, draw the string, and let loose. The arrow flies straighter than you imagined, striking the first goblin in the shoulder. It stumbles, giving you time to shoot the second arrow into the other goblin's chest. They fall, and you stand there, shaken but victorious. A notification appears. You have gained 50 experience. You level up. A warmth flows through you as you assign points. Agility +2, Strength +1. Bow Mastery increases to Livebot 2. You feel faster already, as though your body is eager to fight again. You realize this world works like a game. The path forward is clear. You must adventure, level up, and grow stronger. Soon after, you stumble upon a town, its wooden walls rising out of the forest. The gate guards eye you with suspicion, but when you explain you're an adventurer, they wave you through. The streets are bustling, filled with merchants, blacksmiths, and townsfolk. In the center lies a grand building marked with a sign, Adventurers Guild. Inside, you are greeted by a receptionist, a smiling young woman with auburn hair. She asks for your details, and you hand over your stats from the floating screen. She nods approvingly. A new elf archer, huh? We could use more ranged fighters. You're handed a wooden emblem, your adventurer's tag, marked with the lowest rank, copper. Your first quests are simple. Exterminate rats in the tavern cellar, collect herbs in the forest, and hunt wild boars. Each quest builds your confidence. You learn to shoot arrows faster, dodge attacks, and conserve stamina. The guild pays you a few silver coins for your efforts, enough to buy proper leather armor and a sturdier bow. Each fight brings experience. Each level gained sharpens your reflexes. It isn't long before you encounter other adventurers. One day, as you pin down a giant boar with precise arrows, a towering man in steel armor approaches, sword dripping with blood. He introduces himself as Garrick, a warrior. Beside him is a hooded figure with a staff, Lyra, a mage with piercing blue eyes. They're impressed by your skill and invite you to join their party. Later, a cheerful healer named Elin and a sly thief named Koro complete the group. Together, you form a balanced team. With allies at your side, your quests grow bolder. You enter dark forests to slay packs of wolves, delve into caverns infested with giant bats, and escort merchants along dangerous trade routes. The guild ranks you up to iron, then to bronze. Every mission feels like a step towards something greater. Your bow mastery climbs, unlocking new techniques: double shot, quick draw, and eventually, piercing arrow, which can strike through multiple enemies. The bond with your party deepens. Garrick becomes a mentor, teaching you how to fight in close quarters if enemies break through your range. Lyra experiments with combining her fireballs with your arrows, igniting them mid-flight to create blazing projectiles. Aelin keeps you alive in desperate battles, her healing light a constant reassurance. And Koro scouts ahead, uncovering traps and ambushes before they spring. You are no longer just surviving, you are thriving. One night, the guild posts a high-level quest, a dungeon crawl to eliminate a hobgoblin leader terrorizing nearby villages. The reward is heavy, but so is the danger. Your party accepts without hesitation. The dungeon is a labyrinth of stone corridors lit by flickering torches. Goblins swarm in waves, but your arrows cut them down before they close in. Lyra's spells explode with deadly precision. Garrick holds the line, and Ellen keeps wounds at bay. Koro slips into shadows, striking at enemy leaders before they can command their minions. The further you go, the tougher the enemies become. At one point, you run out of arrows, forced to use a dagger in close combat. It's rough, but you survive, and the experience hardens you further. Finally, you reach the Hobgoblin Chief, a towering brute wielding a massive axe. The battle is fierce. Garrick barely blocks the crushing blows while Lyra's magic chips away at its thick hide. You focus every ounce of energy into your bow, unleashing piercing arrows until your quiver is empty. In desperation, you draw your last arrow, charge it with every bit of strength and skill you have, and let it fly. It strikes the Hobgoblin Chief right between the eyes, dropping him with a thunderous crash. The party cheers. The dungeon is cleared. The guild celebrates your victory, raising your rank to silver. You are no longer just a nameless elf. You are known. Other adventurers nod with respect when you pass. Merchants offer you discounts, and the townsfolk tell stories of your party's deeds. But the challenges only grow. Rumors spread of a looming threat, a demon lord awakening in the northern mountains, gathering monsters into an unstoppable army. The guild calls for all high-ranked adventurers to prepare. You and your party answer without hesitation. The campaign against the demon lord is a series of brutal quests, defending towns from monster raids, slaying corrupted beasts, and gathering rare artifacts to weaken the enemy's power. Along the way, you push your limits. Your bow mastery reaches its peak, unlocking the ultimate skill, Rain of Arrows, a devastating attack that showers the battlefield in lethal projectiles. At last, the final raid begins. Dozens of adventurers march together into the Demon Lord's lair, but the fight quickly becomes chaos. Minions swarm endlessly, spells light up the cavern, and screams echo off the stone. Your party fights at the center of it all, each member giving everything they have. The Demon Lord towers above, wings spread wide, eyes glowing with hatred. Garrick charges, Lyra unleashes her strongest spells, Aelin keeps the group standing, and Koro strikes from the shadows. But it isn't enough. The Demon Lord shrugs off the attacks. Then it's your turn. You step forward, bow glowing with the culmination of your journey. You channel every skill, every ounce of energy, into one final rain of arrows. The sky seems to split as thousands of arrows rain down, piercing the Demon Lord from all sides. With a scream that shakes the mountain, the Demon Lord collapses, dissolving into ash. The battlefield goes silent. Then, cheers erupt. You've done it. You've gone from a weak, bewildered reincarnate elf to the hero who felled the greatest evil of the age. The guild grants you the highest rank, gold. Towns build statues in your honor. Songs are sung of your deeds. And though you could retire in glory, you know the adventure never truly ends. There are always new lands to explore, new quests to conquer, and new levels to reach. You grin, bow slung across your back, as you and your party stride toward the horizon, ready for whatever comes next. You are no longer just someone who was reincarnated as an elf. You are a legend.